Now, yesterday we looked back at the life and legacy of Eddie Van Halen, but we wanted to hear more. So we turned to a friend of the Roadshow, comedian Craig Gass, who shares his stories about living with a rock star. All right, so just a couple of days ago, we lost one of the great rock and roll stars of our generation, and that is Eddie Van Halen. And the first person we thought of after hearing the horrible news about Eddie passing away was our friend Craig Gass, who was close friends with Eddie and actually lived with Eddie for a while. Hey, Craig.
Hey, buddy. How are you, man?
Good, good. Thanks so much for joining us today. And I know it's been a tough couple of days for you too. Where were you when you heard the news about Eddie passing?
I had just woke up from a nap, and I got a text saying, I saw that I had a couple texts, and I was kind of half staring at my phone, and I saw, "Sorry to hear about Eddie," I've been thinking about him a lot in the last few months and trying to reach out to him, and wasn't hearing from him. But I just recently heard that he actually wasn't communicating with anybody vocally. He was only texting people since the beginning of this year. So, but when I saw Eddie on a text, I kind of leaped up and thought, "Oh no!" And then went to TMZ, and there it was.
For people who don't know, you actually lived with Eddie for a short time. How did you meet him?
I was at a concert in Los Angeles back in 2002, and a guy who worked in the music industry was introducing me to a bunch of rock stars and a bunch of people in the industry. And at one point he said, "Okay, I'm going to introduce you to this guy. Okay, now this guy lives with one of the biggest rock stars on the planet, but don't tell him I told you that." And then we walk over and he goes, "Hey man, Maddie, this is my friend Craig. I don't know if you're a fan of stand-up comedy." And this guy looks at me and goes, "Oh my God, I'm one of your biggest fans." And I went, "Get out of here, really?" And we started talking, and we exchanged phone numbers. And I didn't know anybody else in Los Angeles, so I called him up and asked him if he wanted to go bowling. And he said, "Yeah, absolutely." And then the day that we were going to go bowling, he said, "Hey, quick question. Is it okay if I bring my friend Ed with me to go bowling? Because he's a huge fan of yours, and I've been telling him about you for a long time, and he's dying to meet you. Is it okay if I bring him?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't care." And the guy shows up with Eddie Van Halen to the bowling alley. And he starts telling me a story that I said on the air once, that I had told a story about how I've been broke my whole life. And once I started making money for the first time doing stand-up comedy, all I ever wanted was an illegal cable box. And then I heard that all you ever wanted was an illegal cable box. That's crazy, because and he looked both ways and he went, "I got an illegal cable box too." "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah. The thing is, I'm rich, but don't want to pay for cable." Over the course of the next year and a half, I started hanging out with the two of them, and then Ed would always be around. And then I got in a terrible relationship that ended horribly one night, and I called Maddie in a lot of pain and said, "Hey, you're not going to believe what happened." And Maddie said, "Yeah, hold on." He goes, "Eddie wants to talk to you." And he said, "Dude, pack up your stuff and move in with me."
Before I let you go, what do you think Eddie's legacy will be? I mean, for someone like, I mean, you knew the guy. I mean, we all know he's one of the greatest guitar players ever. But what do you think is his legacy that he's left on music?
Well, before Eddie Van Halen came along, the sound was just different. His influence was so profound. And the only thing you can compare him to is Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
I'm not a musician, but as a music fan, I know that there was a change when Eddie Van Halen showed up and started playing, because he did this thing that you went, "What is that sound? How do you do that?"
All right, buddy. Thanks so much. Great talking to you, and we'll see you soon.
I adore you, Will. I'll see you soon.